Good morning YouTube friends, my name's Jackie. Welcome back to Gone Potty Gardening. This morning, it's Sunday morning, I'm sat outside, it's beautiful, and I was just going through my seeds. Although we come to the end of kind of like the summer growing season, we can still plant through the winter, some things anyway. Back in the spring we bought a veggie pod, and just recently we managed to pick up a next display one, which was a really good price. So I'm really pleased and happy that I can plant a few more bits out now to go into the winter. With the veggie pods, I don't know if you all know, but you probably do, they come with usually two covers, the summer cover and a winter cover. So what I'll have to do over the next few weeks is keep an eye on the temperatures, and if it gets, you know, if it's forecast to be quite chilly, I'll have to change the cover and put the winter cover on. Where we bought the other veggie pod, there was a shop locally to that had a sale on some seeds, so I picked up some and I'll show you what I got. So in that little shop I was talking about, there was a sale and there was all these different seeds. As you can see, there's 4 in a pack there, and they were only 99 cents, which is really nothing at all. What a bargain for all those. So you got Brussels sprouts, carrots, parsnips and swede. I'm not sure how many of those there were. Was that a different one? Oh yeah, that's a different one, but that's got a different type of carrot and some beetroot, some summer vegetables. But they'd be great, won't they, for next year? You just can't go wrong. Oh, here's another one. That was kitchen herbs, 4 in a pack there. There was some beautiful summer flowering sweet pea, look. 4 different varieties. Royal Family Blue, Royal Family Red, Royal Family White and Royal Family Pink. Yeah. So I shall plant them in the spring. And this was another one, a hanging basket collection, petunia, sweet pea, nasturtium and lobelia. But alongside that also, obviously I bought one of these because I didn't have one, a bulb planter. We picked up some bulbs, crocuses. I'm not sure how many of them I got. So there was 3 packets of the crocus. I'm going to plant them together, and not all of them, like each packet in clumps. And 2 packets of anemone. Yeah, and I do have some bulbs around the back that are in pots, which I'm going to put into the ground as well. So this has been our first year using the veggie pod, and I can honestly say absolutely fantastic. Even though we grow vegetables around the back of the house, having these at the front, you know, it's just great. Like, just for example, the kale, you don't get any bugs on them, you don't get anything because of the netting. The netting encourages light, and the way that it's set out, it retains a lot of heat in there. So the vegetables love it in there, they really do. So I spent yesterday putting that one together, the one we got. There was just a couple of nuts missing and a couple of holes in the netting, which I'll just give them a little ring tomorrow. But apart from that, fantastic, yeah. So I'll show you what I'm going to plant in there first, and then I'll show you the veggie pod. If you are interested in getting veggie pod, and you need to, it's not just the cost of the veggie pod, then you've got the soil and the perlite to go with it. We used 4 bags of perlite, which were €10 a bag, and 6 75-litre compost bags. So that's just to bear that in mind if you do buy one. But apart from the veggie pod, my other jobs were to plant those bulbs that I've just shown you, and also I've got some first earlies here to put in, and that'll give us some potatoes over the winter, although we have got some of our own as well. But it will just give us that few more to get us through the early part of like January and February. These are just first earlies, and they're Duke of York. So that's another job, and I shall put those in bags and keep them in the polytunnel, and obviously keep an eye on them, keep them watered and all that. Yeah, so that's another little job. So you don't have to have a veggie pod to grow stuff over the winter, but you need some sort of a cover or something like that to protect it from the harm of the elements and the cold and frost. But you can do it if you have a polytunnel, because you could do another cover inside the polytunnel, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there's always ways. So I've picked out what I'm going to plant in this veggie pod. Some Cavolo Nero kale. I really like the look of that, even if you don't eat it. Sounds mad, doesn't it? But I like the look of that. Chantenay Royal carrots, because they're not great big deep carrots, so I'm sure they'll be perfect in that in there. So that's them. I've got some little French beans I'm going to do in there. And this was one of those packs that I showed you just now, and there's all year round cauliflower, calabrese, some greyhound cabbage, but not those carrots, but those three I should be putting in there. Now I'm not going to plant loads, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be like all bushing and falling out with leaves, and I'm just going to do, you know, probably 2 or 3 cabbages, a couple of cauliflower and a calabrese, you know, just to see how it goes. This is obviously the first time we'll be growing over the winter, so it'll be a good experiment to see how we get on. It's gone a bit faded, but that's giant winter spinach. So yeah, so what I've had to think about when planting in the veggie pod is the height that they all grow, and to consider that when I'm putting it in the planting it in there, and I have an idea of how big they all grow. So yeah, so we'll go over to the veggie pod now and we'll get planting. So this is where we got the veggie pods. I'll show you what's growing in the first one actually before we start planting up the second one. And yeah, let's have a look. So we've got some curly kale, and what I mean about the difference about it in here is it's just untouched. It's so perfect, you know, healthy. Helen stuck a couple of beans in between at the back there. These are pak choy. There's some lettuces. I think there's yeah, a couple of leeks there as well. And this is the one that I filled yesterday that we're going to plant up now. So I've done it this way to make it easier for me, but I've laid some of this string out. I've made a little peg each end here for the carrots, 2 little rows, and put the seeds where I want to plant them. So I'm going to do the carrots first. I'm just going to make a little bit of a dent in there. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes actually. May as well do the other line while I've got this here. Oh, you can't see the carrot seeds very well when you're planting them. But they'll have to be a thing that I thin out. So yeah, like I said before, these are the little short stubby carrots, Chantenay. I don't think I planted any of these this year, so I'll put a few in my hand and I'm just going to go along that row. Like I say, I'll have to thin them out, if you can see them there. Thin them out once they start coming through, and it'd be nice, wouldn't it, to be able to just come outside your kitchen door and pull a few carrots. We've still got you know, a little bit of August left, and sometimes September's quite nice before we do get that cold weather. Before I mean, I might have to, you know, put the winter cover on. But these are so handy, you know, nothing hard about them, easy to manage. And the compost that I've put in here has enough feed in it for about 6 weeks or more, so that'll be fine. So let's just quickly, they're not planted very deep as you could see, but we'll just cover them over. Such a beautiful day today, it really is. Quite warm. Yep, so just cover them back lightly. Got 2 rows today. There we are, so that's the 2 rows of carrots, and I'll better write on there what they are, although I know, but I forget because I always do. On our, oh, typical, I've got a pen that don't work. Got another one. This one's like, oh, that's better. Shan, Dene. That's just in I know what variety, so I won't forget. So that's the carrots planted. So I've made a few labels up of the things that I'm going to be planting in there, and I'm going to get on with it now. So I'll probably plant about more seeds than I need and pick the best ones out of it. The good thing about the veggie pod is you don't have to transplant. So, and these seeds I can see, so what I'll do is I'll just basically, you won't be able to see it on the camera, but I'll randomly put some seeds in whatever ones. I mean, probably only get a couple of cauliflower in that bit. Put them seeds back in. Put them over there. And then what I'll do with these French beans, I'll just stick one here and there. Not where the carrots are, but over here. Just stick the odd one in around the edges, and you can always later on plant more stuff in the gaps. I mean, I could put beetroot in, but I haven't. I could do in a few days time, put a couple of beetroot in probably. And so that's that. Got our bed done. keep them beans out because I'll probably put a few around here. So at the back here, I'm going to put that Cavolo Nero. So probably about 2 of them would fit at the back. But like I say, it's hard to tell with the perlite in there. But when they do come through, I'm going to leave the string there so I know where certain stuff is. And that's very hardy, that kale, anyway. Just put and that Calabrese will grow quite big, won't it? We're lucky if to get one in there, I expect. But anyway, don't want to drop any by mistake. These are nice big seeds as well. So I'm going to do the same, just drop. I really want it in the centre there, but so what I'll do, drop a few like that and pick the best one. I'm also going to scurf the top of it. And we've only got a couple of more things to do after that. But before that, a couple of more of these beans dotted about. Excuse the dogs, they're playing. She makes a noise like a cat. Right, so all we're left with now is greyhound cabbage. That's the one that is more like a sweetheart. Well, it is a sweetheart cabbage, a nice compact cabbage that tastes delicious. I like doing cabbage with bacon and a bit of potato. So this is the same thing really, I'm just randomly, I don't need that many, but it's hard to see anything, so that's the best way, I say. And a few of these beans, same again. They seem to love it in here because it's warmer, things grow quicker, and all you do is plug the back in to the hose. There's a hose at the back, plug it in and it waters it all from these sprays at the back there, look. And once I see it coming out of the overflow hole at the bottom, I'll turn it off. So, giant winter. This has got damp, this packet. Oh, they're alright though. They're quite big, these seeds, to be fair. Yeah, look. So, I might be able to plant these. Right, so 1, 2, 3. One up there, one there, one there, some there, and broadcast them. And that's pretty much it really, all planted out. I didn't put any of these in there, did I? Just put a couple. Snuck them in. And there we are, that's that planted. So what I'll do now is shut the lid and let it give it a water, and we're done. On the water now, you can hear it, so it's watering the inside of there. The really good thing about the veggie pod as well is that you've got good control over it. You know, if you want to take the leaves away to, you know, allow space for other things, you know, it's easy to do that, isn't it? Just open the lid and do it, and give the waste leaves to your chickens or anything like that. But yeah, I'm glad that that's all planted up now, and you'll look forward to see, hopefully, that it all does all right. And yeah, I'll show you anyway as we go along. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everyone. Bye.